All right, guys, now we're over here. We were over there, now we're over here. It's confusing. I don't know. We get this way. Blue Raptors stopped playing. Why am I getting now information as to when people stop playing stream games? Bad enough that I get information as to when they start playing. I mean, I don't need the little widgets down there telling me who's playing what. I mean, I appreciate it. It's kind of cool, but on the flip side, it does kind of don't scratch. Get that way. So,
Good night.
good night, love. I'll see you in the mornings.
See you in the morning. Sleep well.
Mm-hmm. All righty. So, Brent, we had like 21 people there. It was insane. It was pretty cool. So, I'm going to add lounge. Heroescape's got a big, huge, stupidly big community that I'm like, wow. It was really daunting. I think 21 was the most I've ever seen for a Geek Tank episode. Are we still brunching tomorrow? All right. Oh, I hope so. We're kind of getting down to that stage of like, two people and your printer watching our show. And your printer's really cool and very nice, but All right. Right? Two people. No, you're one of the people. Then your printer's watching. You get these things confused. Don't get these confused. Right? It just doesn't say much, but it's there. And, I know that it supports us in its heart. It's a very important thing. All right. I got to get back to work on school stuff because I really feel bad whenever I'm not working on the school stuff. So, I'm going to get back into the school stuff. Hey, you want to see my new dice thing, though? I've got a dice thing while I'm loading up Daz Studio. My dice thing. This is my dice thing. Speaking of hexagonal things, hexagonal things, it holds all my dice. Holds all my dice in here. Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. And my character, my mini, which I've painted. And my green-skinned tiefling in her pink party dress with black accents and blue hair. Because you'd have to meet Ivy to understand. It makes perfect sense. All of that makes sense in its own weird way. Got that today because I don't know what happened to my metal dice, but I think they fell out somewhere in a parking lot. I'm afraid that's probably what has happened. That's an expensive mistake to have happen and a sad mistake. And probably somebody rolled over that metal four-sided, and that's the end of their tire, because I can't imagine rolling over a metal four-sided being nice for your car's setup and rig. I mean, So, okay. Anyway, so that's a thing. That's cool. I'm going to turn this light back off because that light doesn't help me that much. In the grand scheme of things, I'll log into Daz 3D. Go see if anybody. They keep unifying the mesh on Victoria. It's so interesting how that happens every time. Humored by that. So, all right, into the technical help. And then steering. Yeah. All right. Okay. I had to work on another project last week, so I'm back on this. I'm going to be taking the model back to Blender means mapping it. So that's why I've been dragging my feet. So anyway, I'm there. She's got instructions she's telling me on this, and you're getting sleepy already? Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine, dude. You do you. It's all good. Yeah. How to. So we're going to have to go back into Blender, guys. They're saying you really needed to not do multiple pieces and instead make it one unit. And so I'm going to go back into Blender and make it one unit, and we're going to fix that tonight. So we'll go back into Blender, and she's saying I'm just making this hard for myself, and it doesn't need to be this difficult. And I see that, and I get it. I don't want to have to remap this stupid thing. So once we've gotten this thing in, I really don't want to have to remap it. So we don't really have to remap it. All we've got to do here is cut the wheels off of the stems, and then they're fine. So that's what we'll do tonight. We'll do that, and I think that should still leave bits okay and should be fine. So we'll do that. I think I'm okay. I think it'll be fine. I'll report back in a few and tell you how it goes. Because really, what they're saying is what you're doing is too complicated or is difficult to do. You really need to bring it back into Blender, export it as one object, bring it into Daz as an object, make a figure out of it, put bones and everything. And I'm like, I didn't want to do that. I really didn't want to do that. That said, once we have it, it will be a lot easier to mess with, and so it won't be as hard to. But I didn't want to do that. So, did you rest while you were in the restroom? I always wonder these things. Okay. So, we're back in Blender, and what we're going to do here is I'm going to move the microphone away. Now that I'm not interviewing somebody, I'm going to move the microphone a little bit away. Okay, we're going to go back into Blender here, and I'm going to trim the wheels so that they don't... Or do I? Do I need to trim the wheels at all? Probably don't need to trim the wheels. They're probably fine as they are. You know what? Let's just try it. What's the worst that can happen, guys? All right. Export. Let's say wavefront object. Now, she has this setup that she had for us here, which she wants us to mimic. And that's this setup right here. Okay? So we're going to put that. She gave it to me coldly. That was nice of her. So we want selection only, obj one objects as one piece, scale z forward, y up, geometry. Checking the geometry, apply modifiers, smooth groups, bit flag, and then right normals, include UVs, poly groups, and keep vertex order. So this is the thing we need to make sure we have in order this way. Okay. Now we're going to call it car1A. We're going to just export the heck out of this thing. Okay. So we've exported the heck out of this thing. We'll bring it in here. I know, right? It's just starting to become complicated. Okay. Okay. Make sure that each item that is going to be a separate node in DAZ Studio is its own separate item in the modeler. This is so crazy. Okay. Okay. Back into Blender because I think we did it wrong. Is what we really need is to go here. I think what we need to do is go to edit mode, select U, and say, I don't know, divide. What do we want to do? Subdivide? No, we don't want to subdivide. Separate by selection. Right? So this guy is, Mile High Con should be next week, right? No, it's 2 weeks from now. No, yes, 2 weeks from now. Right. So this is the left front wheel, right? Okay. So we've separated that. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Separate selection. And this becomes the right front wheel. Okay. I don't know if I want to make the suspension bouncy, but I don't think I care. It's cute if it does its own little bouncing of its own accord. Right? Everything's still mapped correctly. All is good. All right. So we're going to then go to object mode, and we're going to do this again. We're going to say export wavefront. Make sure everything is still set up the way it was. Good. And we're going to rewrite over that. Now we're going to go over here. Okay. We did it. We did the thing we were supposed to do. Okay. So we're going to then go to figure setup, which is something we've never done before. All right. So in here, we're going to go in Data Studio, open up the figure setup tab. I don't even know if we have the figure setup tab over here. It's fine. So we're going to look at panes tabs and we're going to say figure setup. That's this guy. We've never even seen him before. Okay. There. Okay, here's what we're going to do. So I'm actually going to be at Mile High Con for at least one of the days because the kiddo wants to you know what I should do? Message Jackie and see if she's going to be at Mile High Con. If so, there we go. All right. All right. I'm going to message. Yeah, I understand that. There we go. Because what I can do at Mile High Con is I can play so I was gonna say, if I tag Jackie, plausibly I could be in the game room playing some Attack Wing. Okay, open the figure setup. Okay, figure setup tab on the left side. Import the model. That's open. Import. So we want generic cart 1A. Okay. Right. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Comes in, and then you drag it over here. Drag it. Okay, that works. Great. Doesn't go at all. Okay. How do I get it over here? We don't want it over here. Really? I hate this. It doesn't need to be this hard. Why is everything so hard? Ugh. I wonder if Dustin will be there. That'd be cool. import the model. I mean, really, if it's over here, what do we have? That's materials. So over here, it doesn't, it just says on the left. Oh. No. Lurch or Dustin? Because Dustin doesn't live in Texas. Dustin lives here. Because I don't actually know Lurch. So the problem is, I don't know, the problem I've got is that people don't realize that I stream my work. I don't want it like that. Just doc. Thanks. I stream my work. So they're always like, just watch these videos on YouTube. Everybody tells everything. Well, I can't. I cannot watch videos on YouTube because then I'm rebroadcasting their copyrighted materials. So the biggest problem I've got is that there's nothing I can do. I can't. I have to quit in order to do this. It's like, it's so aggravating because I don't want to take other people's copyrighted materials and rebroadcast them. But streaming is how we do our work. And so like the concept of how to do this. Oh, yeah. Pyro's moved on to Florida? I want to say Florida. He's not open to Daz yet. All right, now he's in Daz. Let's just figure it out. Figure setup. Okay, here we are. We're in figure setup. Okay. Because the only way to do this is to watch the videos. Okay, bring up figure setup. Okay, got figure setup. That's what we got. Got it right here. Look at us having figure setup. Oh, add geometry. Didn't say that part. Guess you're not a thing yet, right? There we go. We did it wrong. I think we did it wrong, guys. Because he's got a lot of bones, and I don't have any bones. Like, all the bones aren't in here, which means that he must have put bones in before he got over here. Which means I need to know a lot more about Blender before I can do this. No bones about it, yeah. Atlanta, that's it. Went to Atlanta, Florida. Yeah. Frustrating to me, though, is this is difficult. I appreciate that, Donald. Thank you. I'm just frustrated. It'll be fine. Okay. Let's figure this out, guys. Okay. Became lurfed front wheel. All right, so we've got suspension. All right. So now we're going to try to figure out how to put bones together in this. This has become much more complicated now. So, wub. The big question is, can I figure it out? Without being able to listen to this video. Because this video, this Jeep is serious. Much more detailed than our cute little car over here. I mean, he's doing the same thing because he's got a Willys Jeep. You know, it's an Army issue Willys Jeep, and he's doing the same thing. He's got it pivoting on its springs and things like that. The difference is that he's making the springs and he's putting in each one of the joints and he's putting in all of the ball bearing joints and things like that. So that whenever the vehicle leans, all the joints do the right things. We don't need that much complication. This is cartoonish, so it's comedic. But it is hierarchical. It doesn't help that he's using Max and I'm using Blender. Right? Well, it's the World War II Willys Jeep, so I'm surprised if it doesn't just have springs, leaf springs, you know? Okay. This light actually lives in here too. It doesn't need to. But let's talk about how to get these guys to be subunits of none of that's what we need. Do we really need you? Oh, shift to parent. Aha! Check me. Shift to parent. Now we're talking. That's not the talking we wanted to talk about. Right. Yeah, I've got a buddy who picked up a couple of them at that price. You still had to buy them and unpack them and put them together, and he's totally happy with that. They were flat packed in a crate. It's fascinating. Now let's see if we did it right. Still no bones. Yeah, you do. It's hard. It's really hard to do it now. I understand that too. doesn't understand all the sections. So I wonder if I'm not clicking something. Maybe what I'm missing with this is maybe I need to remove the geometry, add the geometry, take you, and then make sure everything is the same. Okay. Because I need to convert to Data Studio from oh man, a deuce and a half. So that's the other thing that this buddy of mine has. Is he's got himself a Korean War era deuce and a half, and he just takes it around on snow days. It's got a winch on the front, and he just charges $20 to pull people out of ditches. Because that deuce and a half's not going anywhere. I mean, maybe. I'm going to watch what he says over here. Okay. Just drag it on top of the geometry. Okay, I did that. And he's got all these bones. And I have no bones. I take this, I drag it over to the geometry, and nothing comes up here. I mean, they are serious. It's like they're all different selection groups. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, this should be easy, but it isn't. But what the good news is, this isn't lost information. We're not just doing it for my school. Once we've got it and we have it under control, then I'm going to go back and redo the QuaCk in the same manner so that she will actually have all of her pieces moving correctly. Because right now, when I extend the gravity blades, I have to wiggle them to make them go up. She's not animatable. So once we do this, we can go back and redo the QuaCk. And if we do, we can do little animations. What are you looking for? Selection groups. Maybe? Let's see if I can change selection group. You know, I could sit here and, for the 3D model of the QuaCk. Good morning, Merrick, or good evening, Merrick. So far, okay, a little frustrated trying to import this model. And make it animatable. So it's time to hit the old Google. How do I create a selection group? Vertex groups per object. That's it. Rome was not built in a day. I'm not terribly worried. Like I said, Donald, I'm not worried. Biggest concern I've got is I got about a week or so. I've got until Thursday before I've got to come up with some good animations for them. And I've got to come up with animations by Thursday. And the whole point behind making these things into a figure is so that I can do this in a way that maybe this is a new, let's see. Let's see if this works. Yeah, I'm not worried that really I told them I could do this, and I thought for sure this would be a simple, easy thing, and of course it's not been. And it's been kind of a pain in the butt. Make sure everything's clicked, make sure everything's correct, blah, 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 all these things, yes. Go over here, you remove geometry, and then we'll add geometry, and we'll bring that back in conversion, and we'll see what it says. It says null on that. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Still no bones. Okay. This is brutal. Still no regions, no bones. It doesn't understand any part of the vehicle. That's the problem we're having is Daz sees it as just a big block. It doesn't see that there are wheels on it. It doesn't see that there's a suspension. That's the problem. Oh, man, that's a bummer, Merrick. Sorry, dude. I mean, like, not even condescending, seriously. Yeah, sadly, I don't have anybody else on tonight. And I'm not drawing because I'm doing this. Over and over and over. Okay. And go over here again because it's got vertex groups now. So it knows what a group is. It knows what this group belongs to. Why are we having problems with this? Well, Merrick, I don't know, man. I bet he does too. Okay. We will figure it out. And I'll be here and we can hang out later. Sleep well, my friend. I'll see you later. Hope work gets better for you. I really do. It's brutal. Okay. That's not good. Our pumpkin with glowing antlers? Oh, yeah. Not enough lights, man. You've seen my place. Okay. I'm not making any. Oh, it's so frustrating. Okay. A separate group. I can take box and I can attach to it. Now you can use it as one unit, and technically that's a group. So they're two separate objects, but when Daz is going to be looking at this as a group, it will be turning that into a body part. That's what he's saying. He's in Max. So right. You gotta make a group. Which should be Control F-G. You know what we're going to do? Okay. There we go. Okay, good. I'm not the only fool who's had this problem. Polygon groups. For Blender modeling tools, but necessary. Okay, so we're what in the heck? Mm-hmm. His result was, he's like, he has the exact same problem I'm having right now. And he was like, so help me out. And they were like, hey, it sounds like the exporter from here is not exporting properly. Oh yeah, that's probably true. He says, so we'll try that. Which might be our problem right there. Let's see. Right. So here's this. At an end, we still have a null. So it's not exporting. It's not exporting the group files. That's part of our problem here. Okay, so it's part of the issue. Why? Damn it, Jim. I'm an artist, not a computer programmer. I don't either. I'm going to try this. I'm going to take the OBJ object out and take them out as that and just say obj groups and see if that helps. There we go. We've got one thing going. Everything else is somewhere else. But we're down. We got one thing working. It's a start. It is. Now, we have this vertex group. Can I link those two? Let's see. One of these will tell me how to group. I am group. Object. Linked? No. Join? No. Because it turns it all into one machine. We don't want that. We're looking for group. To see, we can select group. But we can't seem to group them. Select all by type, no. Circle select, no, we don't need to do that. We just need to group them. Object. Why is group not an option? Hitting G did do something. Oh, why would you move it? That was nice. That's not over. Why are we spinning? Now is not the time for my interwebs to decide to jump off a cliff. Polygroups. Keep vertex open. Okay. And maybe if I do it by material, I don't want to. Well, because these groups all exist. Body, because this wouldn't surprise me. So you understand these things. Why is the steering wheel huge? That was really weird. Okay. That's true. In fact, Haven't seen hide nor hair of said George. I don't know where he went. I mean, other than being George. You know, George. Oh, thank you. Okay, well. Okay, I'm changing music, guys. What, did you hear us talking about you? Did you hear us talking about you? Come say hi to Donald. There you go. You can say hi to Donald now. See, Donald said hi to you. You're both cool cats. We got a lot of purring going on here. He heard his name. I'm deep diving. So Right? I know, right? What is it? Do you know your name? Do you know your name? So it's interesting. Actually, I had seen a documentary, and they said that cats actually do know their name. They actually understand their name. They understand point, but they have a social structure. So if you don't follow their social rules, then they don't want to follow your rules, which is why cats act like jerks. But if you follow their rules and you follow the social structure, then they actually will happily follow rules with you and do anything you want. It's funny because, of course, the ongoing joke is that cats don't ever follow any rules, but the truth is they do. It's just that you have to be in the social structure, and it's not really social structure. I guess I should say there's visual cues that they use that's part of their language. So if you don't use those visual cues, then they don't understand you and they can't understand what you're trying to say. But if I just were to say, George, he looks at me because he knows he's George. You know you're George. He sits over here and you can just see his head. Right, George? George. Hi. But one of the things you can do with cats is they squint. Well, but I mean, like, there's things like they do this, where they close their eyes halfway like this. And if you do the same thing back at them, then you're telling each other that you trust each other. And that's a trust statement between cats. And so if you can do that, then you establish trust bonds with the cat. Hmm. I am stuck at the same problem. Selection only checked. Okay, include edges checked. Mhm. Eggnog season. You know it. You know it, bro. I actually don't like eggnog, but everybody likes eggnog in this family. So I just consider myself the weird one. That's okay. You know what? Join. Okay, let's see if this worked. I think I've been making this too difficult. Didn't work. Didn't work at all. Okay, we've got everything set up in this group here. The vertex groups are all here. This just needs moved. Well, it looks like the vertex groups are all, these are all different things now. Nice. So that's why. It's because they've now joined it all together to make one big monstrous beast of a thing. All right. Here's how we do this. Go into edit mode. We're learning just one stupid step at a time. This is the steering wheel. Yep, she's wonderful at clip. She's nowhere on Blender that I'm aware of. Nope. No, crap. Now let's see if that worked. Are you talking about on our show, Cat? Are you talking about somebody else? Because you may be talking about somebody else. I don't know. Yeah, here it was Cat. She totally is, but not Blender. Sadly. There we go. It should be everything but the suspension. And that, and then we'll call this one body. We'll say body, and we'll assign that. Right now, steering wheel should be a different ascent. It is not. All right. Okay, take it easy. Be careful. What I'm doing here is unselecting or deselecting the front wheels. Because this is suspension. So we'll assign this to the suspension only. Okay. Now, if we're right, we have body. All right. We have suspension. Okay, now we're doing it correctly. The steering wheel. Good. I think we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Undercarriage. So this is under. So left front should be just you. And you're catching the wheel well as well, but that's okay. We'll come back and unselect the wheel well in a moment. There we go. It should be just the left front wheel at this point. And we'll assign that. So it's a left front tire. Deselect. Do the same thing over here. Easiest thing is to just grab the whole stupid tire and go over here and say no, no, and deselect all of the front of this vehicle. So all it's selected is the tire. And this then is the right front tire. All right. If we are correct, hopefully, knock on wood, then we have just created the correct vertices groups. And if so, I can export this and it'll go in and everything will be fine. And then I can go to bed. Because really, honestly, I am really done with this fight. Okay, then we'll go in here. Remove it. Are you sure you want to remove it? Yeah. Now we have bones. Oh my God, that took forever. Okay. But the job is done. Okay. So we got this done. The bones are in. I now know what the problem is. Got the problem solved. Okay. Now, finally, we're at the next step. And call this. Okay. There we go. Right. At this point, I can move them around. Yeah. Everything is based off of the suspension as far as this goes. As far as bones go. Right. Okay. Cool. Oh, crap. You gotta do weight mapping next. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see. What's the worst that can happen, right? Nothing will show up. Or are you very, very tiny? You're very, very tiny. That's part of the problem. You're very wee. At least, though, that has nothing to do with anything. Gotcha. It's fine. But this also has nothing to do with anything. What about you? You don't move either. Okay. We got to do it again. So here we go. Remove geometry. Yep. Because it was a failure right in the very beginning. All right. This needs to be at, what's the number? I have a number, and it's a good one. It's 600 and something percent. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now, what is suspension? We say what tool do we have in here? We have the weight mapping tool. And use weight editing. Saying fill weight editing, fill bone by selection group, fill by bone selection group. Okay. And we have a couple of things that we need to do here. Click on the weight brush, right click on the model anywhere, and you can select weight editing, fill by bone selection. Okay, and what that's done is it has made this into a hard edge neck at this point. Now we're going to go over the surfaces now. Select all the materials and then come over to your shader presets, high-grade, Uber, and then click on high-grade Uber base. And that's now going to make all your material metallicity roughness. I don't care. And at the bottom of all of this, I still can't move it. So I have a test folder set up here. And in my scene, you can see that I have the figure selected. So I'm going to come over here to File, Save As, Support Asset, Figure Prop Asset. We're going to be doing that a lot. I have a custom icon set up here. And nothing moves properly. But at least I can move it now in the scene. Better than we've been doing. Better than we've been doing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a very little wee version of this car inside there. It's you? But Next one. Good. Thanks for bleeping that up. Okay. I'm seeing what he's doing here. And he was like, okay, align mode. Align node. Right, so he aligned the node, I aligned the node. So now it's aligned across the top. And you can see a bone now in between it. That works. Okay, I get it now. Right. And he clicks the parameters tab. Yep. Good. Perfect. Okay, now I see where we're going on this one. This steering wheels can be a bit tricky. Struggling with steering wheels forever in 3 days. All right, we're going to take this guy. He looks like he's already mostly aligned. But this is my start point. Kind of want them reversed. Is that right? Let's see. 1, 2, X. Nope. This is right. Okay. Left view. Make sure we're dead smack center on this. Really don't want to be off too much on the wheel after all. Right. Okay. Then we say align node. Align node. Align node. Align node. Okay, I'm easily entertained. That's what we want. Looks good. Align node. Her ghost wheels a wheelbarrow full of vertices and sorrow. Because that's pretty much what I'm feeling right now. This will be good because this actually seems like this will go a lot better. That's sweet. Wait a minute. Why are you not aligned to this node? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because these wheels don't turn. But it still does make me think. Right? Pew, pew, pew. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, so I should probably at least line them to where the other ones are, but pew pew. Right? I don't know. And that was the end. Align node. Uh-oh. Yep, nope, that's right. That's right. These 6 number front tires. He's gonna have to get to the front wheels somewhere on the line here. He's doing all this suspension work. Golly. A lot of pieces to this vehicle. All right. You got a lot more pieces than I got. And no problem, but still. Ooh, doggy. And that was the end of Sweet Molly Malone. All right, let's get this. This guy's got a centroid here. Right. We want the end point of it. There. And the beginning point back here. Right? Because this way, I feel like the suspension moves littlest of all. Right? I'm not. I dig this. The music's pretty cool. It's no longer updating. Not sure why. That's right. This is working like it's supposed to. That's yaw. Oh, yeah, we don't want that. So we want this right smack in the middle. Because what we want is we want this, right? And I know that sounds kind of weird. It's like, why would you want that? Well, the reason we want that is because we want it to pivot, because we're going to have it being humorous and cute, and it's a cartoon vehicle, so we really want it to pivot. Okay, so we've got it now pivoted there. Oof. It's taken an inordinate amount of time to do, but we're getting there. So look at the body. We actually kind of want the body on the same piece here. This is the end. So from this point, I'm going to take, and I'm going to look at this bone, and I'm going to align the bone the centroid of this, right? Because it's in the middle of it now. And we'll test it by going here. We'll see whether it spins. That's not a way we're going to be doing, but this is, right? Comedically going this way is good. Comedically going this way is good. Comedically going that way is good. We're also going to align node. There we go. So that now it comedically twists, which is not one that we're going to use, but we will be using its side to side. Now it's going in the wrong direction. This rotation order might be this way. There we go. That's what we want. So good. Good. We'll zero it out. All right. We're viable. And straight up and down in alignment. Okay. It looks like we have done a pretty good job of aligning the vehicle. The bones are in place. And it's one figure now. Which is irritating, but it looks like we've done it. Okay. All right. About 3 seconds left, and then we're out. Okay, guys, we're out. See you tomorrow morning. We'll continue this fight. Good night.